Joe Biden's agenda is at risk with the government running out of money this upcoming Thursday. And Democrat leaders are still scrambling to find agreement on the massive $3.5 trillion spending plan, while progressives are threatening to derail the separate $1.25 trillion infrastructure package, which was set for a vote this week. Joining me right now is Congressman Kevin Brady. He is the ranking member on the House Ways and Means Committee. Congressman, it's good to have you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. Your thoughts on the week ahead. Walk us through the week.
So I think this is a economic and political crisis of the Democrats' own making. Right now, they're attempting to ram through this, as you said, over $5 trillion of crippling tax hikes and expansion of the welfare state. But they have also, failed to keep the government open, failed to provide disaster relief to Louisiana, a lot of other states, and, of course, haven't raised the debt ceiling. They've known this debt ceiling for 2 years was coming. They never passed a budget, haven't had a single discussion with Republicans about how we tackle our financial future as a country. And they have the ability to pass this debt ceiling on their own. The question is, will they do that? And my guess is only if they're forced to. Right now, I think they're more interested in playing political games with the debt ceiling, which is wrong, than actually passing it and raising it.
So you say that it's politically reckless to have the debt ceiling in this conversation among all of the other conversations around spending and tax increases. What do you think is going to happen this week ahead of this Thursday deadline?
My guess is they will play political games with it in the Senate early in the week, realize they've run the clock out, and Speaker Pelosi and the President, Chuck Schumer, are going to have to make a call on how to tackle it. The good news is for them, in this reconciliation bill, they can do it with a simple majority in the House and Senate. They don't want to do that, but they can do that easily. And that is the real answer to how this debt ceiling issue is attacked.
Let's walk through the plans in terms of the reconciliation bill. I want to get your take on the tax increases that they'd like to push through there. And then I want to get into this item on bank surveillance, because I know that it's not in the bill right now, but they still want to double the size of the IRS. First, Congressman, walk us through the tax increases that you're expecting in this reconciliation bill. Who gets taxed?
Yeah, I've never seen Washington spend so much to kill so many American jobs, to raise prices even higher, and to expand the welfare state, the greatest expansion in our lifetime. This is an economic surrender to China, Russia, and Europe, with saddling American businesses with some of the highest tax rates in the world, which will drive and kill, we think, about 3 million jobs, drive many of them overseas, and make it easier to be a foreign company and worker than a U.S. A company or worker. Secondly, they are devastating tax increases on local small businesses. Just as they're trying to struggle to get out of this pandemic economy and get Americans back to work, and as we pointed out, this breaks President Biden's pledge to not raise taxes on the low and middle income families. And you don't have to take our word for it. The Congress's own scorekeeper, the Joint Committee on Taxation, confirms that low-income, middle-class families will begin to see tax increases. The tax policy says beginning next year. So and to put them in perspective, these tax hikes on our local businesses are 3 times greater than the tax cuts we gave them to spur this economy.
So let me talk about the bank surveillance for a moment, because I know that right now there are negotiations going on to reinsert the SALT deduction. So you've got the New Yorkers, the New Jerseyans, Connecticut's. They all want that SALT deduction back in there. They want to raise $300 billion to pay for that. And in doing that, Joe Biden says he wants to hire 80,000 new auditors at the IRS. There was an idea of bank surveillance, that Joe Biden wants the banks to be forced to report any withdrawal you take out of your bank account of more than $600. So where does that stand? Are the banks going to report to the Treasury anything that anybody takes out of their account more than $600?
So while the bank surveillance was not in the Ways and Means Committee bill as it was voted out by House Democrats, I predict it will be before this bill comes to the House floor. And for this reason, Democrats are so eager to provide a huge SALT tax break, which mainly goes to millionaire households, and it will cost between $100 and $400 billion. I think where they believe they'll get it is doubling the number of IRS agents to 80,000 in America, and this bank surveillance. They believe between the two, they will cover the money for the tax break for the wealthy with SALT. But who pays the real price here are working families, small businesses, farmers, who will have both their personal and their business bank accounts surveilled by the IRS. Local banks don't want to do this. They know this is a horrible intrusion on the privacy of everyday Americans. And they think, as I do, that the real target here is not big business or wealthy. I think they're coming after our farmers, our families, and our local small businesses with this bank surveillance. I predict they put it in.
That is so extraordinary. Make sure to throw in that SALT deduction for the rich people in New York and New Jersey, but also make sure we're surveilling anybody who takes out more than $600 out of their checking account. I mean, this is incredible. Real quick before you go, can the Republicans stop any of this? Do you think the agenda is in jeopardy? Because I know that even in the infrastructure package, there are also tax increases in the $1.25 trillion infrastructure package, which somehow nobody talks about.
Yeah, I believe we can stop this, Maria, but we can't do it by ourselves. The question for the coming week is not about Nancy Pelosi's leadership here. This is a test of whether there are moderate Democrats left in the House who will fight for their local small businesses and for American workers. That's the real key.
Great point.
Are there any left? Only 3 need to stop this.
Wow, really good point. Congressman, it's great to see you. Come back soon. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Good to see you, Maria. Thanks.
And to you, Kevin Brady, joining us.